Well, there is a lot more to the Magic Pro Tour than just the main event itself, and one of the really exciting innovations over the last year or so is the Magic Online Live Series. These are fantastic events. I'm delighted to say that with us is the Digital Games Program Manager, Mike Gills from Wizards of the Coast. Thanks for taking the time. Talk us through what's going on here this weekend from your point of view. I win, he says.
We launched the Magic Online Live Series last year in Pro Tour Honolulu. It's been our goal for the last year and a half or so to add a lot of exciting programs to Magic Online and really help it meld in as part of the overall Magic experience. Yeah. You also know we have our Duels of the Planeswalkers Xbox game, and we're trying to expand the world of Magic so that you can play it anytime you want, anywhere you want. So here at these live events, we wanted to have some exciting tournaments because many of the Pro Tour players also play on Magic Online. So we launched the Magic Online Live Series last year at Pro Tour Honolulu with a $5,000 championship.
Yeah, now at that point we have 8 machines, which is just the right number for a draft, but it turns out rather more than 8 people wanted to get involved.
We ended up having some players waiting in line for 12 full hours just to try and guarantee a slot. So we were a little more successful than we were expecting.
Yep.
So as we moved on through the year into Pro Tour Austin, we expanded into 16 computers, which was better. But there were still 40 or 50 people trying to get in each time. And as you can see here at this show, for the first time we've managed to add 32 computers. And the demand is still exceeding it, but it's not as bad. Now maybe only 8 to 10 people don't get to play instead of 30 or 40.
Okay, well, let's take a wander into the arena and we'll take a look at what some of the people are doing over here. Now, I guess the thing is, you've still got over a subscribe, so what do? You have a kind of lottery for this, do you, for getting in?
Yes. Before each event in the public events area, they just drop their name, and if their name gets pulled, they're one of the lucky ones and they get to come and compete.
That sounds pretty sweet. So how many do we end up with? We have like 16 8-player drafts as, if you like, the quarterfinals. What are we looking at now? We've got the semifinals going on right now.
There's 32 players playing here in the semifinals. The top 2 winners of each of the earlier drafts moved on, and then the top 2 winners of each of these 4 drafts will move on to the finals, which we'll be filming in a couple of hours.
Okay. Now, of course, I hope a lot of you at home are taking advantage of the new Magic Online Pro Tour qualifiers. We had 16 players who qualified for the main event here through Magic Online. What kind of numbers are you getting for those?
Our first series was for the Pro Tour, for this Pro Tour San Diego. Yep. And so we averaged over 500 players per event.
Wow, that's unreal. That's really scary.
That's 14 or 15 hours in front of your computer competing.
Yeah, and you see, that sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? Now, of course, this is going to be here throughout the season, 32 fabulous computers. When we get to the end of the year, things go nuts. Tell us about the World Championships in Chiba.
We had our first World Championship series last year. We invited 8 players and they played in Rome. We want to expand it this year, so we're inviting 12 players, and they're going to share a pool of $100,000 in prizes. We run 10 seasons throughout the year, and those are very big events, and they get several hundred players as well that you have to qualify and win. We're also going to have 2 more championships where the players of the year will get to compete, and we'll end it all with one big, giant, open event for anyone that wants to participate. That will be sitting in front of your computer for probably an entire day.
And you never know, maybe 2010 is going to be the year when we see a paper world champion mirrored by a Magic Online world champion on the same day. And that would be a pretty incredible digital development.
That would mean that we were successful in integrating them both so that if you want to play Magic, you have a variety of ways to play, and they're all the same type of experience.
It starts here on Magic Online. It ends with $40,000 and a championship. See you very, very soon on the Tournament Center.